Hi everyone, this is Mayube and welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna do another collection tour. Let's get rolling. Okay, first we're gonna start with the PlayStation 4 games that I have. So first up is Yakuza 0. So this game is my favorite, mostly because one, it's a prequel. You get a better understanding how Cosmic Kiryu, the guy in the white suit, and Goro Majima, the one with the eye patch, are like before like the main games. So if you're new to the Yakuza game series, and if you ask me which one you want to start with, I will automatically tell you to play 0 first. Next up is Yakuza Kiwami. Yakuza Kiwami is the first game of the main series. It is also a great starting point if you want to get into the Yakuza games. Next up is Yakuza Kiwami 2. I don't have a lot to say about this one. It's not my favorite game out of the Yakuza games I played so far. I do recommend picking this up if you really enjoyed 0 and Kiwami. Next is the Yakuza Remastered Collection. So this collection contains 3, 4, and 5. It has a PS3 case of Yakuza 5 and I think a couple things in there too. But anyway, I have not played this one yet because I haven't had a chance to play it, but I've heard great things about the games in this collection, especially Yakuza 5. Next up is Yakuza 6 The Song of Life. So I'll be honest, I sorta played the games out of order. So I played Yakuza 0, Kiwami, then 6, then 2. What I like about Yakuza 6 is that it includes like a recap of all the previous games. I don't think 0 is included, but like 1 through 5, like what happened, and then to get you ready to play 6, which I appreciate that they did that. Next up is Judgment. So if you enjoyed the main Yakuza games, you might enjoy the spin-off series. So this is Judgment. There's 2 games. The sequel is called Lost Judgment, which I haven't played yet. I'm looking forward to playing that one soon, but this spin-off series is pretty good. Next, we have Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 2.5 Remix. So this game contains 6 games. It has Kingdom Hearts 1, Rechain of Memories, 358 Days, 2, Birth by Sleep, and Recoded. So out of those 6, if Kingdom Hearts 4 becomes a thing in the future, I will only play Kingdom Hearts 2 and Birth by Sleep because those were my favorites out of the 6. And then the 358 Days one, Recoded, are like mini movies, so that no issue there. And then yeah, I'm sorry if I hurt anyone's feelings saying that Kingdom Hearts 1 is my least favorite Kingdom Hearts game, and also Rechain of Memories. Rechain of Memories is a card game, and I did not enjoy that at all. I was like, why? And then Kingdom Hearts 1, it was good until the Ursula boss fight. My gosh, I don't usually rage quit on games, but that made me rage quit so hard. Like, I didn't break anything, like throw the controller or anything. I just got so frustrated that I didn't touch the game for several months. So the only time I decided to play Kingdom Hearts again was because of my friend, and then the other reason was Kingdom Hearts 3 was coming out in like 2019 or so. So yeah, I got through it easier that way. It was tolerable enough, so I'm glad I'm done with it. So next up is Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8. So this disc contains 3 games. Out of the 3, I enjoyed the Point 2 Birth by Sleep. That one you get to play as Aqua, so yeah, I enjoyed Birth by Sleep, so that's that one. I don't know about you guys, but I really enjoyed Kingdom Hearts 3, mostly because 1, you get to see all the characters again from the previous games, and then 2, the worlds are so cool. I liked Toy Story, Rapunzel, Frozen, Big Hero 6, Pirates of the Caribbean, and so much more that they include in this game. I enjoyed Kingdom Hearts 3 so much that I got an Xbox version of the game. Alrighty, so the next game I have is Danganronpa 1.2 Reload. So this one has Happy Trigger Havoc and Goodbye Despair. So Danganronpa is a game series that it's not my favorite, but I wanted to try it at least once because a lot of people seem to enjoy this one. It's like a whodunit kind of killing game. So yeah. Alright, so before I briefly talk about V3, there it is. I watched someone else play Ultra Despair Girls. I didn't buy it because I wasn't really a fan of the gameplay, so I just watched someone else play it, and then also watched the anime and read some stuff, and then played V3. Man, V3 though had some interesting twists in there, so yeah, it was a interesting game. Danganronpa V3. Next up, we have The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 1 and Trails of Cold Steel 2. Okay, so I heard about this Trails of Cold Steel series from a friend. I was curious and ended up buying it, and I ended up really enjoying this game. So the story focuses on Rin Schwarzer, and you get to interact with your comrades of Class 7. You get to explore the world, fight in robot suits, I guess you can say. I think fighting as a robot's pretty cool, so yeah, I really like this series. So I have played the first 3 games. Number 4, I've not finished. I started it last year, but didn't get far because I think I got distracted again and played something else. But yeah, at some point I want to finish it to kind of wrap up the story of Rin Schwarzer. And here is Trails of Cold Steel 3. As I said earlier, I beat this one. I like it because you get to meet new characters and you interact with them, and yeah, the story keeps getting better. Now we have Trails of Cold Steel 4. For this one, I have not finished, but I'm thinking of replaying it from the beginning so it's fresh in my mind and I know how to use the controls again. But yeah, I can't wait to play this one so I can play more Trails games. Okay, so the next game is Tales of Zestiria. So Tales of Zestiria will have a special place in my heart because it was my first Tales of game. And I'm aware some people tend to crap on Tales of Zestiria, and you know what? I don't care. I really enjoyed this game because I liked the world, I liked the characters, the story was interesting to me, so yeah. There's also another game that I have and played, which is called Tales of Berseria, and I like how there's like a connection between the 2 games, so it's freaking awesome. I loved it. If you want to know which game to play first, I recommend playing Zestiria first, then Berseria. Like, it makes sense to me. Next up is Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition. I played the Xbox 360 version years ago and I enjoyed it, and it's really refreshing to play the game again in the Definitive Edition. And what I like about the Definitive Edition is that they included new characters and new content. So yeah, we'll leave it at that. The next video game in my PlayStation collection is Spider-Man. I absolutely had a blast playing this game, and I love that when playing it, it felt like I was watching another Marvel movie, and it's really good. I don't know, that's just me. But yeah, I love that you get to swing from one building to another through like New York City, and then there's like little details in the city like the Avenger Tower you can see there, and man, I just love it. I am currently playing through Spider-Man Miles Morales on my PS5. It's pretty short, but I've been enjoying it. I cannot wait to complete that game so I can play Spider-Man 2 because I've heard nothing but great things about that one. Okay, the next game that I absolutely love is God of War. What I love about God of War is the story between Kratos and Atreus. Those 2 are the main characters of the game, and they go on this personal journey. I'm not going to say what journey it is because that might be a spoiler. You just have to play the game to find that out. But yeah, in addition to the story, the other characters in the game are very memorable, and then the gameplay when you fight against enemies in this one is just so exciting and fun. But yeah, I have yet to play Ragnarok, which is the sequel, and can't wait to play more of it because I heard great things about the narrative. Alright, so the next game I really enjoyed is Horizon Zero Dawn. I absolutely love Aloy and the world she gets to explore in and fights her enemies. The way she fights is so cool in my opinion, but man, I cannot wait to play the sequel. It's on my to-play list on my PlayStation 5 games, so yeah. Alright, the next game I have in my collection is Life is Strange. What I like about Life is Strange is, one, the game is very easy to platinum. I was able to platinum it, and I thought it was easy. And then the other thing is that it's a decision or choices that matter kind of game. Like if you're put in this situation, you're giving these choices, one of the choices is either good or a bad thing. Like that kind of game, if that makes sense. So yeah, I enjoyed this game. Like if you're looking for something different to play, I'd say check this one out. Alright, so the next game is Persona 5. Not Royal, I will talk about Royal after this, but this was my first Persona game. I loved it. I love the music, I love the characters, I like the story, I like the dungeons you get to go in, and yeah, it's awesome. The next game is Persona 5 Royal, and this one, what I like about it is that it has new characters and new content. So I did start this like years ago when it came out, but then I didn't get a chance to finish it because I got distracted. But it is also a fun game. Okay, so the next one is a spin-off. So this is Persona 3 Dancing in the Moonlight and Persona 5 Dancing in the Starlight. I think that's what they're called. The letters are kind of tiny for me to read while I'm editing this. So yeah, anyway. This is a very fun spin-off rhythm game, so if you're into that, definitely check this one out. The next game is one of my favorites, and it's Nier Automata. So I love Nier Automata. I love the gameplay, the characters, the story's interesting, and then the music. The music is beautiful. I love it. I enjoy this game so much that every time we replay it, I don't get sick of it. It's that good. Alright, next up is Nier Replicant. I really enjoyed this game too. I don't know if I like this more than Automata, but I enjoyed this game so much that I like the characters, the story, the music is always awesome, and then of course the NPCs. I actually care about the NPCs in this one. Now if you were to ask me which Nier game to play first, I'm going to tell you to play Nier Automata. Why? Because it's fast paced than Nier Replicant. Nier Replicant starts off very slow, but then picks up the pace later on as you keep playing. So I hope that helps. Alright, so the next game is Final Fantasy 15. 15 will have a special place in my heart because it was my first Final Fantasy game. I thought the game was beginner friendly. I liked it so much that I wanted to check out the other Final Fantasy games. Now, if you're interested in playing Final Fantasy 15, I highly recommend getting the Royal Edition because that adds more story or content to the original game. So, yeah, the experience will be a little bit better. Alright, next is Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I completed this game this year and I loved it. After playing this one, I immediately played Rebirth. Yeah, I will admit that I liked 7 Remake more than 15, but I don't know if 7 Remake beats 16 because I really enjoyed 16. So after playing 7 Remake, I actually really want to check out the original 7 game on my Switch. Next game is Ghost of Tsushima. I really enjoyed this game. I almost completed it. I think I was at the part where I lost my weapons and I had to get through like a village to get them back or something. But yeah, at some point I want to return and actually finish the game because I did enjoy this one. The next game I have in my collection is Shadow of the Colossus. I want to mention that I have played The Last Guardian and I absolutely love that game. I will mention that I've never played the 2000 version of Shadow of Colossus back on the PlayStation 2. I heard nothing but great things about the game, a lot of high praises, and people are calling it a masterpiece. So of course that piqued my interest and I picked up the 2018 version of the remake of Shadow of the Colossus. So in 2018, I played the game for the very first time. I think I remember having fun with it, and I beat the first 3 Colossi, but I don't remember why I stopped. I think I got frustrated with beating like the 4th or 5th one. So for those who have played the old or new Shadow of Colossus game, do you think it's worth going back and finishing the game, or should I trade it in? So yeah, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to know if I should play it again. Alright, next up is Okami HD. I remember playing this game on the Wii. It was a lot of fun. I like using like the paintbrush. Yeah, personally I really enjoyed playing it on the PlayStation 4. I got pretty far, but I didn't finish it, but I know I want to go back and revisit this at some point. Next up is Spyro Reignited Trilogy. I think I didn't get a chance to play this one right away because of the Activision thing that kind of warns you about something you have to agree with, so that's why I didn't touch this one. But anyway, I love playing Spyro in the past, especially for the Wii. There's a game where Spyro is voiced by Elijah Wood, and that's like the most awesomest thing ever. Now, the next game is Atelier Sophie, and this is the first Atelier game I've ever played. There is a sequel for this one, but I did not pick it up, mostly because I had mixed feelings about the first game. So I thought it was fun doing the crafting feature about it, and then what I didn't like is the way or how you progress into the story more. I think that kind of frustrated me for this one. But what I want to try is other Atelier games, but I don't know where to start with that. So if you have played some Atelier games, let me know which one I should check out, please. Okay, so the next game is Little Big Planet 3. Now, here's a little mini story about how I got into playing the PlayStation consoles. So, when I was younger, I visited my cousin who has a PlayStation 2 or 3. He was playing Little Big Planet, and I was watching, and I thought that was the little Sackboy character in the front cover is the cutest little thing ever. So that kind of influenced me to pick up this game because what I saw from the gameplay years ago I thought was fun. So yeah, I enjoyed Little Big Planet 3, so moving on. Next is God Eater 2 Rage Burst. So how I got into this video game is because of the anime. I like the anime. I think one of my favorite voice actors was voicing the main character again. And so what happened was I purchased God Eater 2. Okay, so the next game is Infamous Second Son. So for this one, I bought it because it was one of those decisions or choices that matter kind of game. So for this game, you have the choice of becoming a good or a bad guy. So I picked the good guy route, and when I did, I enjoyed it, and I stopped because I was struggling and aiming at my enemies. So I guess I was just frustrated at that point, but I do want to finish this game for the story. So yeah, that's Infamous Second Son. So the next is My Time at Portia. So this one had like a Harvest Moon Story of Seasons vibe to me. So I'm saving this game for the summer. Hopefully maybe this summer to play it because I enjoyed those kind of cozy games. So next is Death Stranding. So this one, I thought the trailer looked really cool, and I'm also curious as to why there's a baby in a capsule. So I will get around playing this at some point, and hopefully it's a fun game. I'm going into Death Stranding blind, so we'll see if I like it or not. Next up is Overwatch. So I wanted to give this a try. It looked interesting when I saw the trailers, but then after playing it, first-person shooter games are still not for me. But I will say I enjoy being the healer, like that one person that helps a teammate get better if they got hurt, that kind of thing. So yeah, and I have no interest in picking up Overwatch 2, so that's that for that game. Next up is 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim, or Aegis Rim. If I butcher that, I am so sorry. But this one was developed by Vanillaware, which is, I think, the same group of developers who did Unicorn Overlord. So I'm going into this game blind, so hopefully I enjoy this. Next up is BioShock The Collection. So this one contains the first 3 games, which are BioShock 1, BioShock 2, and BioShock Infinite. What I only heard about this game series is that it's a horror, or maybe psychological horror, I don't know. And also it has a good story. So I picked that up just to see if I can conquer a horror game because I'm not into the horror genre. And I didn't realize this one was a first-person shooter game. So yeah, that'll be an interesting milestone stream if I decide to play that one. Alright, here's Detroit Become Human. So I'm going into this game sorta blind. I've seen some people stream this game in the past and they seem to enjoy it. And also, I think it's one of those choices that matter kind of game. Correct me if I'm wrong. Also, looking forward to playing this one. Next is Story of Seasons Friends of Mineral Town. So this is the remake of the old game that came out years ago. I've never played the original, but I always wanted to play more Story of Seasons games because it's like my favorite kind of game that I play during the summer. I play like one or two like Harvest Moon or Rune Factory games. So yeah, this one, I don't remember if it's this or A Wonderful Life that after year one you have to like marry one of your, I guess, bachelor or bachelorettes in the game. So please correct me on that. And here is a Strawberry Cow plushie that came with the game. Isn't she cute? Hello. Alright, next is Stories of Seasons Pioneers of Olive Town. I will say it was kind of tough to find a Nintendo Switch version of this game, so I just went with the PlayStation 4, which was, that's okay. Okay, next is The Sims 4 bundle. I love it because it includes pets. So yeah, I remember my first Sims game was Sims 3 and I absolutely loved playing that one until it doesn't work anymore. That's how much I enjoyed The Sims. Hopefully for this one, it doesn't go kaput on me. Next up is Tales of Arise. I mentioned that I played like Berseria, Vesperia, Zestiria. I also played Arise. This one, a lot of fun. I got stuck in one point, but I really want to go back and restart the game from the beginning so it's fresh in my mind and probably level up better. Next, we have The Last of Us Remaster and Part 2. I've never played these games. I actually want to play these games first before watching the HBO show of the same name. And here is The Last of Us Part 2, as I said earlier. Here's the front and here's the back. Alright, last PlayStation 4 game I'll cover in my collection is Catherine Full Body. I got this game because after watching someone else play the game on YouTube, I was entertained by the puzzle part of it. Just an FYI, I've never played the original, so I ended up picking up the new version, which is Catherine Full Body, and experience like the new things they included there, including like new characters, and do the puzzles myself. Alright, so we are going to transition over to the PlayStation 5 games, and I promise it's shorter because I don't have a lot of them. Okay, to kick things up, we have Final Fantasy 16 Deluxe Edition. So Final Fantasy 16 was the first PlayStation 5 game that I completed on my console. I really enjoyed Final Fantasy 16. I love the story and the characters. I gotta play the DLC sometime. Alright, so next we have Crisis Core Final Fantasy 7 Reunion. This one, I was going to play this after I finish Remake, but then I asked some friends what they thought I should play next. They decided Rebirth, so I'll play this one after I finish Rebirth. Alright, next is Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. I'm currently playing this one right now, and I've been enjoying it. I don't know if it beats 16, but we'll find out soon. At the time of this recording, I'm on chapter 3 or 4 right now, so I heard it gets better beyond those chapters, so I'm pretty excited. Next, we have Demon Slayer The Hinakami Chronicles. So this one I picked up because I think one of the voice actors played this game on a stream or on YouTube once, and it looked really fun. So I picked it up, and I'm curious if it follows the actual story or it's just a separate thing. So I will find out when I get around playing this one. So early in the video, I played God of War, and I also have the sequel, God of War Ragnarok. Now, I really enjoyed the first game, and I played Ragnarok last year for an hour or so, and I am looking forward to playing more of it this year, at least binge through it until the end and see if I like this more than the first game. Next up is Hades. Okay, so for Hades, I have not played it yet, but I've heard nothing but great things. Oh, and even like a very famous Filipina actress or ballerina has played this, and they said it was really good too, which is like, what? You play this? I don't know if it's Lea Salonga or someone else. Yeah! Next is Hogwarts Legacy. I have started playing this game, I think, last year, but then I got distracted and played, I think, Final Fantasy 16. Whoops. But anyway, I like this one because I was surprised by how big the world is in Hogwarts Legacy. And the fact that you get to ride on a broom to anywhere is so cool. Okay, so next is Horizon Forbidden West. I have played the first game, which is Horizon Zero Dawn, and my plan is to finish Ragnarok and then jump into Forbidden West, because right now I'm going through some game sequels. Alright, here is Yakuza Like a Dragon. Now, I'm playing this game right now and having a good time with it. Right now, I'm just grinding as much as I can so I can fight a boss later on. So, yeah, hopefully that goes well. I'm excited to play Infinite Wealth in the future. Okay, next up is Like a Dragon Ishin. Now, I got this game a while ago because, well, I was really into the Yakuza games. But for this one, I don't hear a lot of people discuss about this one. Is this good or not? Well, let me know in the comments. Next up is Lost Judgment, and this is the sequel of the first game, Judgment. Now, this is a spin-off series because it focuses on the character, I think his name is Yagami, and I wonder what case he's gonna do this time. Oh well, we'll see. Next up, we have Persona 3 Reload. Now, let's take a look and appreciate how awesome looking the front cover is. The blue color makes the character pop a little bit more, which that's what I like about it. Anyway, since I enjoyed Persona 5, I definitely want to check out Persona 3 and 4. So, why not play Persona 3 Reload? I hope down the line that Persona 4 gets a remake too. Alright, next is Sackboy: A Big Adventure. Of course I'm gonna include Sackboy in my PlayStation 5 collection. He's such a cute little character, just look at him. So here's another good game that I've been told by a few people. So Scarlet Nexus, there is an anime. I don't know if I should watch this, then play the game, or play the game, then watch the anime. We'll see. Alright, here is Sonic Frontiers. If you guys didn't know, I'm a fan of Sonic the Hedgehog. I really love Sonic Unleashed, and I hope playing this one will maybe beat it. If not, we'll see. Also, the music is amazing from Sonic Unleashed, so I hope this one is amazing too. As I said earlier in the video, I've been playing sequels to games, and Spider-Man Miles Morales is one of them. Man, I really been enjoying this game lately, so I'm really close to the end, so hopefully I get to play Spider-Man 2 soon. And speaking of Spider-Man 2, here it is. So yeah, I heard nothing but great things about it. I can't wait to wrap up Miles Morales and then jump on to Spider-Man 2. Alright, we're almost done with this video. We have a couple more PS5 games, and the next one we will briefly talk about is Stray. So for those who don't know, I love kitties, even though I never owned one. I think they're just so cute. So yeah, I've been thinking of playing Stray as like a milestone game, so we'll see. Alright, the last game I'll briefly talk about on my PlayStation 5 collection is Trails into Reverie. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to not play it right away because I want to finish Trails of Cold Steel 4 first. So hopefully I get around playing this one soon. If you notice at the back of the case, Ring Schwarzer's on there, so I'm like, ooh, might get spoiled if I play this game right away, so I need to finish the other game first, so there we go. And that concludes the collection tour. Thank you so much for sticking till the end of this tour, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!